Everyone, I really hope my Wi-Fi does not kick off. So I feel Mercury retrograde in its shadow for whatever reason. Actually, I have a good reason, which brings me to my next thing. I feel like I have a new way to predict how Mercury retrograde is going to affect you. So how Mercury retrograde always affects me, like 100% when it's in shadow, it usually affects me with technology. My technology crashes. Elizabeth girl, I got your reading, but I'm having technical difficulties. I had issues with audio, then I had issues with encoding, and obviously I'm not on my laptop today, so I cannot provide you guys with the alphabet soup reading, right? But the show must go on. I do like going live every Thursday, keeping my promise. And this was the last alphabet soup weekend before my prices go up. I'll still do the alphabet soups every Thursday, but you know, this was the last weekend that I was going to have my 11/11 sale, so I wanted to go out with a bang. But instead, I think what I will do is predict how Mercury retrograde will experience it in technology. I always experience it with computers crashing and you know, everything, you know, exes coming back, or just like forgetting details. So I want to do an experiment and see if I can predict how it affects your chart. So for this weekend, I'm going to do a different little, a different style of weekend reading, right? But anyway, so that's the preliminaries. But I also wanted to jump off on and say that retrogrades for me are reviews, right? So it is a review on your processes. So you know, I'm not able to record the alphabet soups today, but it's given me an opportunity to reevaluate how I set up that system. So if you can't send an email because of Mercury retrograde, then maybe you were meant to reword your statement and say it in a different way, right? Say it that is less heated. You might have been frustrated from technical difficulties, and so you might have, and especially with like Mars in Cancer, although I think no Mercury moved into Leo, but everyone's been so emotional. So if you know, your email doesn't send because of Mercury retrograde, then maybe that was meant for you to evaluate how you use your words, how you really drive home that emotion, right? And yeah, if your ex comes back during Mercury retrograde, then that means it's about reevaluating your patterns in relationships, right? Like how you do things. How do I feel? I don't know. No, because I don't know cards. Going through Mercury retrograde, so I'm having technical difficulties. But yeah, if you, I will get my weekend reading out in like as soon as I can, if I can get back online. But it's going to be a special Mercury retrograde reading, and I will need your birth time. I will need your birth information. So that is the day you were born, the year you were born, the city and state and country if it's in a different country, and the time. The time is really important to make predictions. If you don't have the time, I can still read the energy of your natal chart, but I can't read, I can't predict, you know, what area of your life that Mercury retrograde affects. But I would really like to test this experiment and see if I can pinpoint how Mercury retrograde affects you. I don't know how long you will live. I don't have, yeah, without my tools. But anyway, really sorry that I didn't get to do my standard alphabet soup reading, and I will see you guys, you know, later on. Bye.